While President Biden is in Israel, his administration is pushing an all-out blitz on Capitol Hill. In the Senate, his nominee to be the next ambassador to Israel finally received a confirmation hearing 43 days after being nominated. In that hearing, which finished up just in the last half hour, Jack Lew faced contentious questioning from Republicans, largely over his defense of the 2015 Iran nuclear deal made while he served as Treasury Secretary in the Obama administration.
You were a critical player in the Obama administration's campaign of appeasement with Iran. You played a pivotal role in flooding over $100 billion to the Iranian regime.
How are we supposed to see all of that and then somehow confirm you to this very important post when you've deliberately, in my view, misled me, misled Senator Kirk, misled the Congress on what was happening behind the scenes?
Senator, I don't think the facts are exactly the way you describe them.
There are people in this body, Mr. Lew, who they're not going to let you out of the penalty box over that.
Also on the Hill today, 3 separate classified briefings for members of the House and Senate tasked with voting on funding for Israel. NBC News reports that the White House plans to include funding for Ukraine, Taiwan, and the border in its Israel request, a number which is expected to total around $100 billion. I want to bring in NBC's Julie Surkin on Capitol Hill and Dan DeLuce, who covers national security and global affairs. So, Julie, tell us a little bit more about that confirmation hearing and the importance that a lot of Democrats for sure see of having an ambassador there when Americans are being held hostage.
Yeah, and Chris, and that's exactly the question that I asked Senator Cardin, who is the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee, after the hearing wrapped, after about 2.5 hours. Here's what he told me, and we'll talk about it more on the other side.
So if we say we have a special relationship with Israel, and they say, well, you don't have a confirmed ambassador, it doesn't look like it's a special relationship, it does impact the ability of the United States to carry out its policies. We need a confirmed ambassador, and Israel expects a confirmed ambassador.
And I asked Cardin if he had any specific conversations with his Republican colleagues. You heard them in that clip share their concerns over that Iran deal. He said that he has had a good partner on the Republican side in Ranking Member Risch, for example. He hopes that Republicans on the committee won't stand in the way of a swift confirmation vote for Jack Lew, next week. When it comes to the supplemental, though, some interesting timing updates, too. I was told by several sources that we could potentially see that supplemental request, including all of those items you laid out, Taiwan, Israel, Ukraine aid, border security money, come as soon as today. Previously, we were tracking the end of this week. That also could still happen. Timing is certainly fluid. But I was also told by these sources that Ukraine aid is actually expected to take up a bulk of that $100 billion. Of course, as you know, the administration's prior request on Ukraine was $24 billion. That was only supposed to cover 3 months. And this supplemental request is going to go for a full year, Chris.